everyone, and welcome back to the Philosophy of Fitness podcast, episode number 70. My name is Haley. I'm going to be your host today, and every single day that you are tuning in, 70 episodes, 2022. Holy crap. Guys, I started this podcast back in March of 2020. Oh my God, we are going up on 2 years of this podcast, which is absolutely insane, but also so freaking cool. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening, guys. I am back. I know I really wasn't gone that long, but there has been so much that has happened in the past few weeks since the last episode that I uploaded with Bianca Ward. If you guys haven't checked out that episode yet, definitely give it a listen. We go into everything about spiritual awakenings, but oh my goodness. Life has been an insane roller coaster since then. I honestly don't even know where to start. I guess the biggest thing to start with is that I did some traveling. You know, I'm in the process actually of moving as well. There's so many updates, but yeah, I guess we'll start there. So I am actually going to be moving. If you know me, you've been following me for a while. I am in New York now, but that is not going to be much longer. I am moving to Florida, and I am so freaking excited to have sunshine all year, to have warm weather all year round. It's been something that I've really wanted to do for quite some time. It's been something that I've been actively manifesting for a while as well. So everything is kind of falling into place with that, and I'm so excited to be relocating and to kind of be getting a fresh start. This podcast is obviously going to, be getting a fresh start as well. And in terms of, the studio setup, I'm going to really try to replicate as best I can in this new space that I'm moving into, setup that I have now, but that is going to be TBD, to be determined. We'll see what happens. But something else that kind of, went along with that is that, I had to do a lot of traveling. So I traveled down to Florida over the holidays, the holiday season. And I unfortunately, with all of that traveling, and exposure, I have the C word thing that has been going around. That's the name of a company that produces beer. I'm feeling much better now. Much better. I'm doing okay. The worst of it is behind me. It's been over a week now since I've, found out that I have the thing. And I'm doing much better. So it's been crazy. I'll kind of just share a little bit of my experience. The biggest thing for me that I dealt with was horrible headaches, like the worst headaches I've ever had in my entire life. This was also the first time that I've had the C word. So, it was pretty brand new to me, but it really wasn't that severe. Thank God. I had a lot of remedies that I was taking here to help combat that. I was getting plenty of rest, staying hydrated, vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc, elderberry, a whole slew of other things. Black seed oil mixed with honey was another big thing, and I'm still taking all of these things. So, I'm feeling much better. Thank God. I am so grateful for my health. And so that really set me back for a little bit, having to deal with that with the whole new year and everything else that's going on. It's been an absolute whirlwind. So if you hear me, clear my throat or something, that is what's going on. But I feel much better. I assure you, I am doing okay. I am healthy. I am well. I am thriving. So much has been happening. Like I said, it really hasn't been that long that I've been gone, but I really wasn't feeling up to putting up a podcast or doing anything while I was dealing with that. There was just so much going on. And then the traveling on top of it, it was just insanity. But everything is falling into place. Everything is going really well. So I'm doing okay. I'm on the mend. So I just wanted to kind of update you guys with that. And also, please, stay healthy yourselves. Take care of yourselves. Watch your diet. Watch your supplementation. Start taking vitamin D and vitamin C and zinc daily if you can. I had been taking a lot of these remedies that I was using daily for over a year now. So I already had this stuff built up in my system to help me kind of fight what I was dealing with, which is, something that I think has helped me a lot throughout this process, was that I already had those things built up in my system. So that would be my advice to you, stay safe, be smart, use your discernment. And that's the story there. So my health is okay. I also want to go off of this. I wasn't even planning on saying this, but give yourself rest. It's okay to give yourself rest. This was a really hard, week for me because I forced myself to not exercise, which if you know me, you know how much I love to work out and exercise, and that it's way harder for me to take a break. It is way harder for me to just say, Haley, sit down. You need to sleep. You need to rest. You need to recoup. You need to recover, and you need to do what's right for your body. And that's what I had to do. And you know what? It sucked, but I got through it, and I'm very grateful for the fact that hopefully in the next week, I'm going to be able to get back into my workouts and get back into my flow of everything that I'm doing. Like I said, I'm taking the time to quarantine. I haven't been anywhere. I've been very careful. So I'm hoping that once I'm totally, back to normal and we're good to go, that we'll be good to go. But, if you're feeling sick, if you're feeling run down, listen to your body. Do not try to force it. Do not try to push it. Don't force yourself to do something that's not there, because you're just going to wind up setting yourself back. And that was a tough pill that I had to swallow. I'll be honest with you guys. It was hard. Like, I slept most days and most nights for like a week straight. I really did not get out of bed aside from, to shower and to eat and stuff. Like, the rest of the day I had spent entirely in bed, but that was what I needed because I'm feeling good now. And I would say I'm like 90%, back to normal. So please, if you're listening to this, if you're ever feeling run down, I know there's a lot of people right now that are dealing with the C word or just, seasonal sicknesses and whatnot. Like, take care of yourself and don't push it. Don't think that working out is going to help. I sometimes think in my head, like, oh, a good sweat is what I need. But I really, truly am such a strong advocate for rest and listening to your body. So that's exactly what I would advocate for anyone who's not feeling well to do, is to just rest. Watch what you're eating, watch your sugar intake, especially with the C word. Sugar replicates that. So it's really going to, kind of keep you set back. But yeah, life has been crazy. It's been so amazing though. And I'm so excited for this new year, for 2022, guys. We've got a clean slate, a brand new year. I know, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I don't really believe in New Year's resolutions. I think you can really start them at any time. But if you're someone that really enjoys and thrives off of that feeling of the clean slate of a new month, set your intentions for every single day. I've done videos on this before. If you have goals, set the goals and then set daily intentions of the things that you're going to do each and every single day to get you aligned to that goal. You're going to get to the goal so much faster. That's something that's really helped me and something that I swear by. However big or small the goal is, do just that. I'll share a goal with you for now. My goal is to reach 100,000 followers on TikTok by the end of the year. So that's like a big goal. What's my daily intentions for that? What's my steps for that? I'm going to post on there, 3 to 5 times a day. I'm going to do X, Y, Z. I have a formula for what I'm going to be doing to continue to grow my channel. And, that's just it. That's what it's about. So, set off into the new year with some awesome new intentions, with some awesome ways that you're going to go about achieving your goals. If you're looking for a little bit of guidance on how to achieve your goals, especially related to fitness, then I definitely recommend checking out my 21-day mindset course. I'm going to leave the link below in the description, and I'm also going to leave you guys a code so you can receive 10% off. So if you use code philosophy10, it's going to give you 10% off. But it's basically 21 days, 3 weeks for you to build the habits that you need, that are necessary for you to align with your fitness goals mentally. So we go through everything over the 3 weeks. There's guided meditations, there's journaling prompts for reflection for yourself. We talk about the importance of letting go, of honoring your progress, shadow work, not comparing yourself to other people, understanding the power of I am, even getting down to the nitty gritty of keeping your living space clean and how important that is for helping you get after your goals. So if you're looking for an amazing way to jumpstart your year, this program is incredible. I have put my heart and soul into it. It's incredibly transformative. Everybody who's gone through this program has absolutely raved about it and found it incredibly useful. So again, if you guys are interested, head over to thephilosophyofitness.com and you can check out the program there. All the links are going to be in the description for you guys to go ahead and give it a check out. All right. So as I was saying, it's a new year. It's a new chance for people to set goals and to get after things. And one of the biggest things that I see is that a lot of people make New Year's resolutions to join the gym and to work out, to get themselves moving, to get themselves fit and toned. And it's really sad. So many people fall off of the bandwagon from the span of like January to February. and they get really motivated for like 2 weeks. Everybody's making their New Year's resolutions now. Everybody's feeling like giving 1,000%. And then they kind of just like slowly dwindle away from it. And something that really bothers me that I've seen is I have friends and peers and people in the fitness space who have said, oh, well, it's the season of fake gym rats now. All the gyms are going to be so crowded with all these people that don't know what they're doing, that are taking up gym space, and they're making me wait longer for the squat rack, et cetera, et cetera. And, this really bothers me. And I made a post about this the other day, but, we all have to remember where we started. And I think back to when I was so unathletic and I was so afraid in the gym. And I've talked about this before too. I used to have a full face of makeup on, every hair in place, my headband perfectly together before I even like stepped foot into a gym. And I was so scared. I was so afraid of trying anything that had to do with strength training, even like lifting a dumbbell. I was so petrified of making myself look like a fool because I had no idea what I was doing, and I was so anxious and so afraid. I would just go in there and I would like hop on the stair climber or the elliptical, and then I would go and I would leave and I would like keep my head down, and I was so afraid. And it's like whenever people talk about how pissed they are at fake gym rats, I think back to where I was, and I'm like, you know what? It's people like that, and it's reading about things like that online that kept me from ever wanting to, oh my God, that kept me from ever wanting to, try anything. And that's what a lot of people don't realize is that is the thing that keeps so many people from wanting to come back to the gym, let alone even step foot in the gym, because they think, oh, well, everyone in here has been doing this for years and they know what they're doing and they look so fit. And here I am. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. And so, when you're in that headspace, you're like, why would I even bother trying? This space clearly isn't one that's meant for me. I'm just going to leave. Like, I know how that feels. I get it. And you know what? It's the part of that problem is the people that are making the gym feel like that. There's nothing wrong with you being shredded. There's nothing wrong with you being able to, back squat 200 pounds or like bench press 200 pounds, whatever. That's amazing. That's awesome. You worked hard for that. That's great. And there's nothing wrong with you showing off your gains either. Like if you're a girl, if you want to wear your cute outfit, go for it. If you're a guy and you want to look shredded at the gym, go for it. But don't make the gym feel like a place where somebody who's coming in a baggy t-shirt and, maybe hasn't gone to the gym in years or maybe ever before in their life, don't make them feel like they aren't a part of that space just as much as you are. They are showing up. Anyone that's showing up, right, coming to the gym, making that effort is there to better themselves and is there to take care of their health. And I think we can all agree that half of the battle sometimes is literally just showing up. So think about that. If you're a newbie, if you're a newcomer and you come into this space and you feel this like judgment from glances from people who are like very much so more skilled than you are, you're not going to want to do that. You're not going to want to work out there ever. And you're going to have a really bad taste in your mouth of working out in the gym, and you're going to connect it to you feeling unworthy. And you're also going to connect it to you feeling not confident enough to even want to try to challenge your limits. So I get really, really frustrated when I see people complaining about the whole fake gym rats thing. And I don't know if it's the personal trainer in me that gets offended by this and like triggered by this, but I just do. And I think there's a few things that we can do, us gym rats, us people that are avid fitness goers, that are, that love the gym. Like the gym is my favorite place. I love the gym. So it's like, what can we do to make it a place where people actually want to come and where people feel safe enough to challenge their limits? And I think the biggest thing is to just not be a douche. Like, it's really not that hard. Like, don't, laugh at someone if they're doing something wrong. Don't give someone a nasty look for no reason. If you see someone that's struggling, I say this to all my girls out there. If you see a girl that's like struggling at the gym and she might look lost or confused, or she might be kind of looking like she doesn't really know what to do, go up and offer your help. Like I said, I'm a personal trainer, so that's just something that would be coming naturally to me. Like I would just want to do that to help someone. Even if you're not necessarily certified, if like she wants to do hip thrusts, for example, and she looks really confused and she's like looking around, like maybe don't be so afraid to say, hey, like, do you need help with that? Or have you ever done this before? Like I'm going to try some too. Like I'll do some with you, whatever. I think back like to when I was in my meek stage of being super anxious going to the gym, like I would have so appreciated someone coming up to me and showing me how to do those things, especially a girl, because like obviously when guys are there, you don't want some creepy, gross guy like hitting on you, like watching you do squats, like if you don't know who they are. I think most girls can agree on that, but like, I don't know if you're listening to this and you were struggling in the gym and I saw you struggling, just know that like I would never make fun of you and I would never belittle you. I would actually like to come up to someone and help them so that they're doing form correctly, so that they're actually doing the exercise correctly, so that they're going to see results from what they're doing. Like there's little things that we can do. And obviously I think some social skill comes into play with this. Like don't go up to someone if they clearly feel like they or look like they don't want anyone to talk to them, right? Don't go up to that person. But if you see someone that looks lost and confused, maybe just introduce yourself, just say hi. Little things like that go a really long way, I think. And I don't know if everyone is going to agree with me on this. I know it's kind of like a weird take to say like, oh, just like walk up to a stranger and help them at the gym. But you know what? Sometimes that's all it takes for that person to be like, wow, you know what? Maybe I can do this. Maybe I can reach out to help. Like maybe I can find a trainer or somebody who's going to show me and help me to do the right thing when I get into the gym. It's little things like that that mentally impact us and affect us and determine whether or not we're going to want to come back to the gym or not. So if you're a personal trainer, like for sure, even if you're not on the clock, so to speak, like if you see someone struggling, I would say try to offer your help or introduce yourself. And like I said, that might be a hot take. I don't think everyone's necessarily going to agree with that. But that's what I think. And other than that, just be kind, be friendly. Sometimes all it takes is just like smiling at someone to make them feel comfortable. I'm not saying that you owe anyone anything at the gym, but I think there's a real heavy culture of like douchey gym rats that's got to go, that like belittle people that are there to like try to make an effort for themselves. Because even the most advanced lifters that you see, the most advanced people that are squatting, benching, that are doing, crazy workout routines, they all started somewhere too. We all had a day one. We all had a first day where we walked into the gym and didn't really know what we were doing. There is no one on this planet that has been shot out of the womb that automatically knows how to squat, how to row, how to bench press, how to lift. Okay. They don't exist. Everybody who's gotten to that point started somewhere. And I think some of us need to be like humbled and reminded of that, because it is easy to let your ego get in the way. And I see it all the time. I still see people that get frustrated by the quote unquote fake gym rats. But I just had to share my 2 cents on that, because the new year is a huge time when people really start to talk about that. So I would be curious to hear what you think of that. If you're watching this on YouTube, drop me a comment. What are your thoughts on what I just said? Would you, if you were a personal trainer, or even if you just saw someone struggling, would you approach them, or would you just let them suffer on their own? I'd be really curious to hear it. So let me know. But yeah, it's a big time of year for people to take charge of their health. And I think a part of that too is accountability. These people that show up to the gym, they don't have a trainer, they don't have a friend, they don't have someone that's holding them accountable. There's no system in place that's going to keep them working towards their goals. So maybe if you're working towards something right now, find other like-minded people who are working towards the same thing and connect with them and let them keep you accountable. Even if they're not in person, even if it's people on social media, online. A great example of this is if you're trying to ditch alcohol. Like there's so many communities that I'm a part of myself that help me stay accountable. If you're trying to do a dry January, if you're trying to be sober for the year, like whatever your goal is, if your goal is fitness related, excuse me, if your goal is lifestyle related, career related, find people who are working towards similar things, reach out to those people and hold each other accountable. That is such a great way to be able to continue to work towards reaching your goals in the new year. Accountability is huge because we're not meant to do everything alone, and you shouldn't have to do everything alone. So find the resources, find the systems that are going to help you stay accountable. If your goals involve manifesting, or, anything related to mindset and manifesting, follow me, stay in contact with me, shoot me a message. My DMs are always open on Instagram at I'm Haley Noel. You can also follow me on TikTok too. My username there, I think is I'm Haley Noel, or Haley Noel. It's my name, nonetheless. The link for that's going to be below, but I post a lot on there about mindset and manifestation and whatnot. And, I have groups that I am a part of that keep me accountable to post on TikTok, because like I said, a really big goal of mine this year is to continue to grow my TikTok and to share my message on there. So accountability is huge going into this new year, guys. So huge. And, like I said, I had a little bit of a bumpy start to this year with the whole C word debacle, but you know what? I kind of just view it as like, I got it out of the way. I'm okay. I'm healthy. Now I'm getting the year started. The date doesn't matter to me. It's January 8th at the time of recording this. I did my whole scripting ritual. I did my entire intention setting ritual for the new year ahead. So I have all of my goals laid out on a piece of paper. I've got everything ready to go, and I'm treating it as if it were, the new year. So, and the start of the new year. So, I certainly hope that you guys have an incredible 2022 start. Think of this as like the best time for you to be setting your intentions, the best time for you to make the goals, set the daily intentions, plant the seeds, get real about what you want to do, be humble, be real with yourself about what's involved in terms of getting you from point A to point B. What needs to happen to bridge the gap between where you are now and where you're trying to go. Be honest with yourself. Take some time, set aside some time to really just like write this stuff out. Make a vision board. I've made YouTube videos on how to make a vision board, and podcast episodes as well. Set aside the time, even if it's just like 30 minutes to an hour, to just like have a plan. That is so transformative and it's so beneficial, and a lot of people overlook that. So definitely think about doing that. But that is all, you guys. I'm going to keep you updated. I do just want to let you know within the next month or so, the podcast uploads might be looking a little bit different. I mean, it depends when I move into my new place, but things are definitely going to be changing with the podcast in terms of the setup. So just keep an eye out for that. And also the guests have been put on the back burner until I get myself moved into my new place and kind of situated and grounded there. Then I'm going to be having some more guests coming on this year. But that is all I have for you today, my loves. I'm sending you so much health, wealth, success, happiness, abundance, peace, love, and joy, and prosperity. And you're going to have the most amazing 2022 ever. All right, that's all. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Be sure to hit the subscribe button on YouTube if you're watching. And also if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, hit that subscribe button as well so that you don't miss out on further episodes. So that is it, my loves. Bye.